Let's change our mindset like we change seasons. Well, Michigan, we will be changing all the time. But here to talk about that a little bit more and share strategies with us, motivational strategy speaker and mindset life coach, Staci René, to give us that professional insight. Thank you for joining us, Staci.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having me. Always good to be on Civic Center TV.
Oh, yes, it is. Absolutely. So, like we talked about, we're entering a new season. Everyone's looking at the world as with a new outlook now, literally because outside is changing. But let's start with you as the professional. How do you approach resetting your mindset as we dive into the spring season?
Spring is about renewity and setting your mindset right. We all, coming from the winter blues and being in your nice, comfy home, sometimes we get too comfortable and you have to step out when the sun is shining, go outside, just take a deep breath. Don't even wear sunglasses. Just close your eyes and absorb the sun, take in the fresh air. I actually have started to do this and it has made a big difference. The other day when it was really nice but cold, I got all bundled up. I went down and I took a seat outside and I literally sat there for 10 minutes and just listened to the birds, listened to the planes going by. And I will tell you, the day that I had after was amazing. So if you don't do that for yourself, nobody else will. So take some fresh air and sunshine and let it all begin for you.
100% agree, Stacy. I am big on that too. I like to do something what I've heard is called grounding. Is when you
Yes,
go outside barefoot and let your feet touch the ground, touch the grass, touch the earth, become one with nature. We're connected to a timeless understanding. I'm taking something from my guided meditation right there, but
I love it.
I'm
I love
big into that though. So essentially, even for the moments, even though the weather's getting better, so we can't go outside. For the moments that we can't go outside, just in general, what are some daily steps people can take in general to live a more positive lifestyle or live a positive day, just to start their day positive?
So the first thing in the morning is when you wake up, when you go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror, whether you wash your face or you wash your hands, you know how many people do not talk to themselves? They don't say, I love you. They don't say, wow, you look great today. They're always like, oh, I got a wrinkle here. And oh my gosh, like the bags under my eyes. Change that habit. You have got to change that from the minute you wake up in the morning. And it literally, one positive thought a day in the morning will change the rest of your day. So do some self talk to yourself. I love you. I'm amazing. Gosh, I'm going to have a great day today. If you don't do that again, nobody else will. You're going to hear me say that over and over and over. You are the change within your own self. And when you wake up in the morning, talk to yourself and listen, you woke up. You know how many people didn't? Or you know how many people can't get out of bed? I mean, this is something to be grateful for. And when you're brushing your teeth, you're going to brush your teeth twice a day. I would assume if some people do it more. But when you're doing that, think of all the wonderful things that are going to happen that day. Think about you've got 2 minutes or however long you brush your teeth. Think about all the great things that are going to happen that day. Put it out there because if you don't put it out there, it can't happen. And then when you brush your teeth at night, be grateful. Take the gratitude of everything that you have accomplished that day. And listen, there are a lot of people that haven't accomplished a lot. Even making your bed is an accomplishment in itself. And
That's a
we
fact.
don't value a lot of things that we do. So, 2 times. Get up in the morning, say positive things about yourself and the good things that are going to happen. At nighttime, when you brush your teeth, be grateful. Show again gratitude of all the great things that are going to happen and all the great things that you're going to have happen the next day.
See, Stacy, they wouldn't listen to me when I said it. When I said it, I sound crazy. Okay, whatever, Kevin. But now that it's coming from a professional, it's starting to make a lot more sense. Yeah, especially the part where you said, look into the mirror and talk to
Mhm.
yourself. I Sometimes I have my moments where I avoid the mirror. And that is crazy to me. Sometimes I don't even want to look at myself, or there's a mirror. I just ignore it, whatever the case may be. But that is a great time to literally reflect. Just talking about positive mindsets and motivational strategies. We have motivational strategy speaker, mindset life coach Staci René joining us on the Splash Live, talking about how we can keep things positive, keep our mindset and keep our body and everything motivational. So we're what is it? It's March now.
Mhm.
We're sliding into the year, the middle of the year. a lot of people may be far removed from their New Year's resolution, Staci. How can they reconnect and tap in with their resolution so they can stay on track, even well past what they would consider what they quitting their resolutions already?
Most people do not fulfill their resolutions because it is such a dramatic change and it's not an arm's length. And I think that that's great that they have the ambition, but let's start off small. What can you tell yourself that you can accomplish? It's kind of like when you go out running and you're like starting to run outside and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get all the way 2 miles in. Well, no, don't look at it that way. I want you to look at it. Let me just get to that next mailbox and I can walk for a second. Let's just get to the next mailbox. Or you know what? Here, let's get to that stop sign. Those are arm's length goals. That's what you can accomplish. And as far as, the New Year's resolutions, you are a habit of a creature of habit. So just because you decided to eat no sugar or candies or goodness, then all of a sudden you find yourself and you're throwing a cookie in your mouth. Stop. Don't say, oh, I'm just going to start tomorrow. No, you know what? I had that cookie. I'm going to enjoy that flavor, but you know what? I'm done. Just carry on for the rest of the day. Don't stop and start the next day. And if you're on your way home and you're always stopping by and getting a donut, or you're stopping by and treating yourself to something, you're creating that habit because your brain is used to getting that. So divert it. Say, oh, you know what? I'm going to go over to the gas station. I'm going to get a water instead, or I'm going to get myself a healthy flavored water. Change that habit from going to Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere to something else. Change your habit. You can do that very, very easily. Will it be hard? Yeah. If you sit there and say, oh, I've got to have it. I've got to have it. Because what is your telling your brain? I got to have it. I got to have it. And say, ooh, I can't wait for that water. That's going to be so good. It's all about your own perception. And think about your ears
Right. Yeah.
being all over your body. They are listening to everything that you do and everything that your mind thinks.
I feel like you were talking about me directly. I got something. I took candy and I'm like, I gotta stay away from it. But I get it. It's an everyday struggle, but we're still human. Don't see this as a loss. Just pick back up after this and continue on your path. Um, like we were getting into with the spring being here, Staci. People want to get more outside.
Yes.
With that being said, we're gonna see a lot more people out there. Let's just talk about the importance. Share the importance of a social life with your mentality, getting out there, being around in the community, being around people. West Bloomfield Parks, West Bloomfield Township are putting on some great events. Just talk about the importance of the social life when it comes to motivation and your mentality and spirit.
Being around people makes you happy. You get to hear different stories. You get to hear, and it's not to compare yourself to what you're not doing and what they
Mhm.
are. It's to hear about, wow, you know what? I could probably do that. That would be great. Hey, next time you do that, would you mind inviting me to that? Or I'd like to see what that's about. Next time you go, would you mind if I tag along? So get out and do things. Come out of your comfort zone, your comfort box. And so what I did is I went ahead and I picked out 10 points to help transition into the spring season to help maintain a positive mindset. So if you
Mm.
don't mind, I'd like to share that with you now, Kevin. And embrace renewity. When we've got spring, it's a time for new beginnings. You want to have some fresh goals. And I'm not talking goals that are 5 years from now, 6 months from now. I'm talking, let's do 1 month. Let's do 2 months. I mean, let's just make it very simple. I'm going to do this for just 30 days or even 2 weeks. So set goals, make your intentions. Number two, connect with nature. Like you said, there is something to be said about grounding yourself. And if you don't want to, go out and make the neighbors wonder what you're doing. And I want you to go hug that tree. That, my friend, will make you, that has something magical about it. So grounding and hugging a tree, but just spending more time outside, like I said, soaking up the nature, the fresh air. Number three is practice gratitude. I cannot tell you enough and explain enough the amount of what it does to you for gratitude. Reflect on all the good things that you are helpful for. It helps shift your mindset. Number four, engage in physical activity. Stay active, like walking. Just turn something on. They've got enough apps out. Just do something for 5 minutes, even. I don't care. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do something and boost your endorphins and your overall mindset. Number 5, eating seasonal healthy foods. You're not used to it, just kind of like being a hermit in home. Go out and get try a different new fresh food. I've been trying that, and I have to tell you, some are like, yeah, I tried that. That's really good. I tried this new purple potato, even though it wasn't a vegetable, but it's amazing.
Mm,
Number 6, declutter. There is something amazing about decluttering, waking up in the morning and having a clean kitchen, nothing in the sink. That will start your day off great. And declutter, just get rid of 1 or 2 things a day. I mean, just like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to need this anymore. Get rid of it. Number 7, practice mindfulness. Be present and in the moment. We can have a conversation, but you're not here. You're thinking about 100 million different things. And I will tell you, I have been working on that because it does make a difference from
mhm.
a family perspective, work perspective, and friend perspective. Number 8, stay socially connected, like you had said. Creative, try something new for spring activities, a new hobby if you want to try something different. And number 10, create small victories. That's the best. That's my favorite.
Nice.
Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how big or small it may be. Listen, I got up, I did a Peloton this morning. That is an accomplishment in itself. I'm doing this interview. That's an accomplishment. You picked up the phone, sent somebody a nice text. Be grateful for the small things that you do every day.
Well said, Stacy. Thank you. And I was gonna cut you off to say, let's not give them everything, give them a reason to come find you. But you know what? That's still great information. And we know you have a lot more, but let's just go ahead and just tell people how they can find you. Briefly, just tell people how they can connect with you and find out more. The great tips.
Absolutely. You can go ahead and go on my website on Positive Shift Ahead. And you can also send me an email at stacy@positiveshiftahead.com. And of course, there's always a phone number, which you can find on my website.
Absolutely. Join us
Amazing.
again, Staci René, motivational strategy speaker and positive life coach, or a mindset life coach, I should say. Staci René on the Splash. Thank you again for joining us, Stacy.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, and have a happy day, everyone.